Yo, what's up guys? Sports Dave here, and I am searching for the GOAT. I'm looking for the best sports bettors to prove, transparently, that they can beat the book. I'll explain more about this a little bit later in the video. I'm also going to be talking about some of the hot topics in the world of sports on this Trending Tuesday. Ready, set, bet.
Let's get ready to gamble!
Hey, welcome back to the BettorOff channel. This is a new segment to cover some of the trending topics in the world of sports. I just wanted to try this out just to see what kind of response and feedback I'd get. So please feel free to leave your comments down below. And please believe that I prefer brutal honesty over nice compliments.
You suck, you jackass.
Because I'm never going to get better if people tell me my shit doesn't stink. But if you do enjoy the content we put out on this channel, please show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing. Tapping that bell will also ensure that you stay on top of the action with us and ahead of that line movement when we share our best bets. What did the Fab Five fingers say to the face? You might want to ask Wisconsin assistant Joe Krabbenhoft, because he would know better than anybody. At the end of this past weekend's game between the Badgers and the Wolverines, apparently Juwan Howard took exception to the late timeout that was called by Wisconsin coach Greg Gard. Some things were said in that handshake line, and it somehow triggered Juwan Howard's inner Rick James. So a big skirmish erupted, but for the most part, it's just a lot of feelings that got hurt. And of course, a suspension and a fine was given to Juwan Howard. Now, Juwan Howard is going to be suspended for the remainder of the regular season, which amounts to 5 games, and he'll be able to come back for the postseason. Now, he was also fined 40 G's. Question is, does the crime fit the punishment? In this case, I think it does. I mean, I heard some people saying that he should be fired, and I can understand that it would be a fireable offense in most workplaces, but this isn't most workplaces, and really nobody was hurt or injured. Juwan Howard absolutely crossed a major line by putting hands on someone, but that's a line that you cross when you're feeling threatened, and I don't really feel like he should have felt threatened or that he was in any danger in that situation. You know, he just let his temper get the best of him, and I think it puts him on incredibly thin ice. You know, not just because it's a bad look, but when you consider the expectations that this Wolverines team had at the start of the season, you know, right now they don't look like they're going to make it to the tourney, and it's just a bad situation for Juwan. You know, if he still has a job next season, I think he starts that season off on a pretty hot seat. Speaking of being hot, if you didn't see the display that Steph Curry put on during that All-Star game, you got to check this guy out. I mean, he was making shots from everywhere. He was stopping and popping from the parking lot. Curry hit an All-Star game record of 16 three-pointers. But that doesn't do it any justice just to give you that stat. You got to see where this guy was hitting them from. I mean, good God. Of course, Curry won the MVP honors, but LeBron, he had his little moment as well, hitting that buzzer beater in Cleveland. That had to be a special moment for him. And then he also put the sports world on blast, basically making himself a new agent of his son Bronny, because he said he's willing to play for the league minimum to play with his son in his last year. Honestly, I respect that LeBron is going to leverage his name and platform to help his son get into the NBA and off to a good start. The kid is coming in with lofty expectations that are almost guaranteed never to be met. So I'm just curious who will actually draft Bronny now. I mean, knowing that they're essentially drafting LeBron at the same time for 1 year, I mean, how much does that raise Bronny's draft stock, you know? Personally, I wouldn't draft him, but I'm interested to see who does. On a side note about the All-Star game, they need to do something about the dunk contest. Either change it up or get rid of it, or feature something else like a 2-on-2 or a 3-on-3 game or something, you know? The dunk contest has lost its value. Best players stopped participating, and it's just not the same. I used to see Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan back in the day. The GOAT was participating in this contest. You know, it's lost its luster. Now I don't know who some of these guys are, and they're really not that impressive. And if they can't get any star power to light up that marquee for this event, they just need to move on from it. Speaking of GOAT talk, I want to talk about some of the greats, but not these kind of greats. I'm talking about the best of the best when it comes to sports betting. I'm searching for the best sports bettors for each sport. But here's the thing, I don't need you to tell me about it. We already have a million self-proclaimed GOATs on social media. I need you to show me by using the BettorOff app. It's free to use, and I want to showcase the best people on this channel. I constantly keep an eye out for the guys that are best against the spread and good at playing totals. If you play a bunch of heavy moneyline favorites, I'll probably ignore your profile, just FYI. You're not doing anything special having a 70% win rate when your average odds you're playing are at minus 300. But for the real ones that really stand out doing things the right way, you know, I want to help by sharing this platform that I'm creating to show our audience that they should be following your profile. So, in fact, I'm also looking for more people that are willing to put themselves out there on YouTube as well with me. So, if you're knowledgeable about sports betting, comfortable being on camera, Maybe you've got some video editing experience. Here's my email right here. You can send me a message or even send some examples of your work. I'd love to help some people out there that want to be a part of this industry by sharing this platform and, help them shine and, do what they really want to do. I'm Sports Dave. You can follow my BettorOff profile. Just look me up by my name. You see right there. And you can also just stay tuned for the variety of sports betting content we put out right here by subscribing and tapping on that bell. Anyways, I got to get back on the grind. I got a hot laptop to slave over, so I will be back again soon with more sports betting 101 videos and best bets. Until then, best of luck banging on the books.